Hey, what's up? 100% fucked up. You know who it is. It's your boy Crabmeat. That's why I'm here. It's Crabmeat. That's what I do. Okay, are you guys ready? You guys ready? I go by many names, but you can call me Randall Thompson. A lot of people know that I eat ass. I normally save that for the end, but I'm going to start with the ass eating today. And you are listening to the Deadass Podcast. LMFAO, and I'm not talking about the band, nigga. I'm talking about the emoji or whatever it is, those abbreviations. I've done some abbreviating in my life, but now fuck all that. I let it flow, man. I'm looking for longer words to say. So if anybody has a long word, go ahead and email that to me. This week we got some dope shit going on. We're like 2 days away. Shit, I'm thinking about this, like, this might not be out till next week. Hey, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. The show was great. Come to the next one. It's Wednesday at World of Beer in Henderson, Nevada on 95 and Sunset Road. It's connected to the Galleria Mall across the street from Sunset Station. If you don't know where that is, man, just Google it, man. I told you enough. Just put my voice up to your Google, because that's what we have. We have a little Google in our house that we ask questions to and shit like that. Come see that. Also, I will be back in town for the open mic at Motor City Cafe. That's 4080 South Paradise Road, next to the 24-hour donut shop that never opens. And the Indian restaurant that only Indian people eat at. And I looked in there, they weren't even eating in there. You know what they were doing? They were playing Chinese checkers. And I think that's a little bit self-hating. Why not Indian checkers? But I digress. Today, I got a very special guest. I've known this man for the entirety of our relationship.
The whole fucking time.
The whole time. We've been doing all manner of like fly shit. People are like, why were you in Atlanta, Randall? What are you doing next? I'm going to tell you niggas what I'm doing next. I'm here with one of my best friends in the whole world. He's all kinds of technical. He's all kinds of creative. We're going to get into some different things. Say hello to Sean Ashley, everybody.
What's happening? Thank you,
man?
Randall. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Happy to do this, man. This is cool.
You were the first supporter of the podcast. You were like, yo, man, when's the next one coming out?
Because it was funny as fuck, man. Burning people, fucking Nazis at bars, women who look like dogs in purses. It's quality entertainment, man.
Well, like, I know that... you have an interesting view on everything. What do you think about, not women, but bitches in general?
Just bitches?
Just bitches.
There's nothing to say about bitches. That's why they're bitches.
Truer words.
Fuck bitches. Nobody's got time for that shit. And then if a woman gets mad at you for calling her a bitch, or no, not calling her a bitch. If you call her a bitch, she has a right to get mad at you. I'm saying if you're talking about bitches in general and a woman comes up, guess what? You's a bitch. Why are you identifying as this shit?
Yo, that's like a good point. Like, sometimes on my YouTube channel, I'll do impressions of James Baldwin, and they asked him about being called a nigger. They were like, well, why would that offend me if I don't identify it? And the whole thing goes on to, well, who's the nigger really? You know.
Exactly. It's the Jay-Z shit. You don't argue with fools because at a distance you can't tell who's who. Like, fuck that, man. Like, don't put yourself in that situation if you don't have to be there. But, hey, people do that shit, and we end up with Trump as president. But had to throw it in there.
You're
Fuck
upset,
him.
legitimately upset about the Trump thing.
Yeah. I mean, not like, I'm over it now. It's
Yeah.
like January. I think everybody's had that, like, deep breath. The holiday season was nice. I've talked to a bunch of people. I feel like everybody had a good holiday for some reason. I feel like it was so fucking terrible beforehand. And then everyone was just like, all right, I can't go home. I can't talk to my family. It's going to be fucked up. And everybody went home and it was like, all right, whatever. Like, what the fuck ever. Like, we are gonna move on from this. Like, this hatred and all this other bullshit. It's so fucking fake, man. Like,
it is.
You go to the grocery store, you go to the fucking movies, everybody's smiling. We all have different color skin. Fuck yeah, America. You know what I mean?
But you live in a place where it's like, it's more diverse. Like I was telling you, like, yo, there's a lot of black people here in Atlanta. I heard
dope as fuck.
I heard the stories.
Yeah,
you know. But even me, I live in a diverse place, but it's like it's mostly different kinds of Hispanic people. Like
Right.
that's what and like you have more.
It's the region though.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
You guys are so close to Mexico. Like that's what the Texas, Nevada, Southern California. It's just gonna be the.
Oh, you gotta say Nevada.
I gotta say Nevada.
Yeah, otherwise
All
people
right,
get
I'm
mad.
sorry. I'm not accustomed. I've been to y'all's airport. Nice slot machine.
Yeah, people freak out if it's not Nevada. But I noticed
Nevada.
people here, they say Atlanta. Like
No, yeah, the shit's gold. Like I've done a couple gigs where like the head of the Atlanta airport, he's an Indian guy, and he's just the way he says it, Atlanta, and it's fucking dope because it's just like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. We are now on some global shit where Atlanta's gonna be now called, it ain't Atlanta, ATL.
Mm-hmm.
It's this
The
whole
dirty
wide
South.
range of shit now, man. It's fucking dope. Like I came here from, where did we move here from? Slowly moved down here from Pennsylvania.
Right.
So I mean, I fucking love it here, dude. Like it's really fucking dope. Like I think Atlanta's fucking cool as shit just because of how diverse it actually is. Like it's fucking dope because don't get me wrong, and like Atlanta's cool as fuck, but I'm not a big fan of Georgia, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, there are Georgia fans, but they're normally
Yeah.
talking about football.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the whole thing.
The
You know what I mean?
state.
I'm talking about the state. Like it's all well and good, but man, like Atlanta itself, and you're probably gonna have a motherfucker walk up to you and go, "Hey, man, you can't like Atlanta if you don't like Georgia." And it's like, well, listen, dude, like the way that the world's working, whether you like it or not, and I feel like this is like a huge fucking thing for people to realize is like the dope places to be are these cities, and it's like worldwide, you know what I mean? Like I
Dubai
hear, like,
and
yeah,
shit.
Dubai, like Beijing, like all these fucking places are popping, and not just with people from those cities, like you have, I don't know, and it's us, man. It's like the people who are, the people who are way younger than us, they're gonna be the most baller ass motherfuckers there is. Like, you know what I mean? Like I
Really?
know that shit.
Right.
Like those fucking 16-year-olds that are fucking pissed at where we're at right now. Like I can remember when we were teenagers, and it's fucked up
Right.
now.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were like,
Yeah.
what, 17?
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's fucked up now because I remember when we were in high school, like you had that Green Day punk resurgence that fucking happened, and everyone was like, fuck Bush, and it was cool to be all like anti-war and fucking anti-flag, and all those bands are doing that.
Oh, I was
shit.
listening to them the other day.
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
man.
And I'm just saying it's fucked up because the world just goes through that cycles and shit. So I'm hoping we get some good art. I know you'll get some good comedy out of it.
Oh, God, yes.
We'll get some good punk rock. We'll get some sweet movies.
So, like, on a global level, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about that from the perspective level. Like, you were, like, kind of raised on that. Like
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Growing up, do you think
Yeah,
that is...
being
I mean,
an army
obviously,
brat.
it's affected, like, your perspective on
It
things.
totally does.
But do you think... What would an alternate universe Sean Ashley be if that wasn't the case? Like, say... Because I grew up in a fucking
Right.
military town, but I didn't have the luxury of moving and all that. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
let's say,
yeah.
what if you were one of the townies in one of these places? Like,
Right.
what do you think would be different about you?
I'll be honest, dude. I really like to think, because I've been in fucked up environments that I've rejected, and I've been in environments where
The non-conforming,
the
yeah.
nonconformity's there, and it like runs deep. Like, I'm one of those people who can like remember being very, very young and having individual thought about repercussion and stuff like this at a very young age. So it kind of changes your perspective on how you interact with people. You're a little bit more, it's not standoffish, and I've had people just, dude, you got resting bitch face all day, like you look like you want to start some shit, and the whole
You
thing
look like
is,
a black dude, then.
yeah, I've been told that. I've also been told I have luscious lips, so I like that too. But fuck yeah, man. Like it's the perspective of being very self-aware. So to answer your question, like I would hope, and this is kind of a lame answer, that I would be me regardless. Like, and that if
That's the only answer, though, really.
If I was a townie, I'd be like you, which we found each other. Like you were in Carlisle,
Right.
Carlisle, and
Carlisle.
Carlisle.
That's how the English say it.
Carlisle.
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 Carlisle. That's
Carlisle.
how you're supposed to say
You
it.
moved to Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Carlisle.
But yeah, like I truthfully believe, had I done that, whether it would be in Carlisle or any of the other fucking places I lived out in Kansas or overseas in Izmir, Turkey, or any of that stuff, that I would find people like you or like-minded motherfuckers that would be down to get out of town.
Right.
And also, you gotta be... This is something I realized I'm fucking heading into the last year of my 20s. I'll be 29 next week.
Man, you're about to be clearly an adult.
Yeah, man.
Poor
nice.
you.
Dude, it shows. The balls show. The balls look 29.
Don't get arrested, man.
Nah, man. Fuck that. Never again.
I feel you.
Never again.
It sucks.
It does suck. So, no, I don't even know what the fuck I was... Oh, yeah, I know what I was talking about. We were talking about the holidays and shit.
Right.
Fucking, the responsibility of... And I feel like this is some introspective shit that people our age really need to come to fucking terms with. And it's something that I fought for damn near a decade, and it's called forgiveness, compassion, and fucking understanding that you are a person just like everybody else. And fuck anybody who... I mean, this is just how I feel about it. If you are the motherfucker who leaves home, you cannot have resentment for the people still back at home. They did not want to go with you, motherfucker. Like, that's why you left. Fucking man up, balls up, and accept the fact that you rolled. So when you roll, you take the responsibility of...
Yes.
I might not see you for a while, and the responsibility of you just upset a lot of people.
That's a sacrifice you made.
Right.
You know?
It's a sacrifice.
Right.
Like, but you can always go back. You don't have to. If you're in some fucked up situation, don't go back. Fuck them.
That's
live
how I
with
feel.
that shit. Yeah. Live with that shit.
Yo,
like,
that's like powerful though.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
powerful shit.
And that's some shit. Like, and that's like also what's so dope about what we were talking about, like just cities and diversity and shit. I feel like there's mad people where it's not an emotional thing, and people are having better relationships. Maybe not necessarily with their family, but like with friends. Like, this shit's dope.
Themselves.
Like, you coming out here better understanding of themselves. Because, man, it's so easy for people to go like, oh, Twitter, Facebook, it's destroying shit. Like, I'm not on Facebook, and I do Twitter for the studio and stuff. But in all reality, man, like, people feel that way. So, like, it's night and day. Like, what are you paying attention to? Because I see, like, the great stuff that's on there. Like, people sharing art and people going on there and, you know, hey, we're having this party, we're doing this, we're linking up, we're doing this. And then that transcends to, like, all the level that we're at, man. We're on a global level now. Like, it's fucked up. Like, all of your entertainment, all of your jokes, you know what I mean? Like, even what I'm doing, like, you have to think about the level that it's going to be on. Like, you have the potential for people in Japan or people in India or people in Africa or people anywhere.
Yeah.
Shit, people down in Florida, wherever the fuck you are. Nevada, wherever you're at, fucking, you gotta please, you know what I mean? Like, there's an audience out there all over the fucking place, and it's fucking dope. It's dope, because the young people recognize it. And,
you know, these labels recognize it too, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
And when I say labels, I mean, no disrespect to any of them, because I'll take an advance, but the fat cats, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
like,
dude,
in
like,
general.
Anybody who says that those people are fucking stupid, like, that's where you get it fucking twisted.
Yo, they're
like,
not dumb at all.
I fucking hate Trump, but the motherfucker's clearly smart. Like, the motherfucker has no money, and yet everyone thinks he has money.
What's more American than that?
And according to the paperwork, yeah, he's got money. You know what I mean? I can't... man, it's just ballsy, dude. Like, bankruptcy.
Right?
What the fuck does it mean? I don't know.
It doesn't mean
anything.
anything.
That's it. That's as far as I'll go with that. I don't know. I don't know what bankruptcy means, Randall.
Well, if you turn to chapter 35
yes,
in your textbooks.
Oh, fuck this.
All right, it's right after the
class.
It's right after the First Amendment. The Second Amendment is bankruptcy.
There you go.
It's written into the guns.
Bankruptcy.
The right to bear arms means, look, I ain't got the money.
Steve, exactly. That is exactly it. That's fucking dope. That's it. Oh man.
Oh shit. Okay,
but so anyway,
let's talk about like the real shit. You know what I mean? Obviously, I do comedy. I do all this shit.
Yeah,
you know, like people might hear me tell stories. This, that, and the third. I talk. Yo, man, I used to be a rock and roller, man.
You were a rock and roller.
Yo, were we not?
Yo, Randall was such a rock and roller that we used to prank people on stage with the song "Spoon Man" by Soundgarden. And I don't give a shit, all you motherfuckers in your late 20s, early 40s, and 30s in between. Yo, grunge sucked. That music did not hold up. Stop listening to that shit.
Shots fired.
You can fucking listen to Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana, like I'll let you slide.
What
but
about
if you're
Alice?
fucking
No Alice?
Alice is a sweet band. I'll give Alice a sweet band, but if you're fucking coming up to me with Soundgarden and Stone Temple Pilots, like, your ass can take your truck and get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
Like, fuck that shit.
Just niggas catching strays out of
If you
nowhere.
catch a motherfucker in a truck rocking out to Stone Temple Pilots, he voted for Trump.
Damn. You just look, nigga, you just gonna out of nowhere.
Or you didn't vote at all. Like, whatever.
You just gonna diss like these songs that just made it onto the classic rock stations.
Yeah,
Say,
exactly.
Oh, this is classic rock now?
Exactly.
Yo, this shit's garbage.
Nah, dude, I'm that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna look back on it, you know, and be like, those motherfuckers in the 90s, like, oh, fuck this rap bullshit. You know,
Right.
round and round my ass. This music sucks. Whatever. But anyway.
Hip hop is like taking over though, like mad
Dude,
shit,
yeah,
man.
this is
You
capital.
know, EDM is doing the same thing that hip hop was doing, like that fucking the dance shit. I think it's kind of tapering off, or it's plateaued.
Yeah, it's definitely plateaued. Plateaued. It's definitely flatlined for sure.
But it's easy. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the music was already electronic. Like we sitting here
Right.
recording on electronic
Yeah.
shit. So when people say EDM, it's like
it's the
what
mainstream.
what are you saying? You
I
know?
mean, it's the mainstream.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. It's like now everybody's a fucking comic legend because there's fucking Marvel movies.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And like some of them suck. You know, I had a girl tell me the
Some
other
of them
day.
do suck.
I had a girl tell me the other day, just speaking of shitty superheroes. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's a cult classic, and I think it's really cool. But she was telling me about she does like cosplay as like or she's working on a Squirrel Girl costume.
Nice.
Right? Isn't that fucking dope?
Yeah,
right?
that's
I was
dope.
like, okay, right, okay, all right.
I like where this is
She
headed.
she told me she was going to dress up like Squirrel Girl. I said, you go, girl.
You go, girl. Get them nuts.
Listen, if you can be a squirrel, I can't knock that. I'm a crab. But
We should hang out.
we should hang out.
We should hang out after class.
You know, we'll have some animal style discussions.
You
we'll
a
go
nerd?
We'll
You
go
can-
to In and Out. Get some animal style fries. You said you a nerd, ain't you?
You a nerd? Yeah.
could've
Squirrel girl, you could do my homework, please.
Could have swore you was.
Oh man.
But so now,
Yeah.
like outside of the many things you do, because I mean, like we're classical niggas out here now.
We
like,
are, dude.
You know,
We've
what I'm
been
saying?
doing it. We've lived a life.
Yeah,
At least part of it.
yeah, and you know, done enough interesting
Yeah.
shit. Like
We've lived a life. We didn't live a summer.
yeah, feel me,
Smell it.
man. You got like just ammo for the streets. Like
Yeah,
everything
dude.
that you're saying is just like, yeah, fuck that
Yeah,
too.
Slaughter. I slaughter people.
But
I don't care if you're a ghost. I'll slaughter you. I'll figure out a way.
I wanna ask about the movie,
Yeah.
and
dude.
so I'll ask in this way.
Thank you.
What made you want to really like start a studio, or like what made that possible? You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
you started a studio with
Yeah.
audio and film. Let's say experience between you and your brother.
Right.
Uh,
Okay, cool. So, starting from the beginning, right after you were gonna pursue comedy, and I was gonna, we weren't doing the band thing anymore.
right. Yeah.
So,
things fall apart.
Things fell
Yeah.
apart. So instead of moving up to New York, which honestly in the back of my head, it's like, yeah, we were up in Pennsylvania, you go to New York. It was like we were so close to Atlanta, being in North Carolina, that I was like, yo, conservative move, go to fucking Atlanta.
Mhm.
It's a big ass city. We'll see what happens. So I go to audio school while I'm here for a year. Justin goes to Art Institute. And while we were here, and this is literally the start of all this movie bullshit, I'm thinking I'm going to come here, get a studio internship, and be making ballin' ass records.
Right.
Well, what ended up happening was I come to Atlanta. I'm a fucking smart ass motherfucker. I like to think. And I'm a smart ass, so fuck you. And I fucking go to audio school. And all the motherfuckers there are trying to get internships at all these fucking big ass studios. You know, Bieber's recording here. T.I. You can go fucking do Waka Flocka sessions. You could be working with Mastodon. Like all of this stuff is right there. Just you're at the door. You're meeting the people. It's
That's
fucking,
a range right
you're
there.
in the shit.
Yeah.
Like you're in the shit. And I went, got an internship, won't name any names, and fucking, you sit around, watch motherfuckers who make millions of dollars play Xbox, clean their bathrooms and shit. Fuck that, man. Like, I need to make money.
Oh, I was like, name names, but I see why. Okay.
No, we're not naming names. We're not naming names.
No, I normally don't.
But,
I normally don't.
Yeah. She named names. But anyway, fucking, you know, I did that for maybe a week, you know, and I will say this, I have an attitude. I was the only intern that got money. Believe that. Like, fuck yeah.
Well, then.
It wasn't a lot of money,
oh,
but you know what
don't
I mean?
give them that much for free. Don't give them that much for free.
Apocalypto, motherfucker. So, do that. Started doing live sound, and this was the whole thing. Got live sound, started making money while I was in audio school. Live sound, realized after doing the band thing, that was where it was. Studio shit's dying. Nobody's got money in there. I knew if I was going to be in the city, I needed to make money. So started doing live sound, started working for a lot of great people in Atlanta. Big shout outs to everybody here in Atlanta in the audio industry, like production world. Like, this shit is going down and people hold this shit down.
I'm gonna shout them out too, because I'll be watching dope. Mad shit that comes out of here.
And the movie industry, all that shit, like, it's fucking dope in Atlanta. Anyway, and Justin's at the Art Institute. So I'm working, we're figuring shit out. Dark Knight Rises comes out. We didn't watch any of the trailers. Life changes, you know what I mean? Anne Hathaway, dude, fucking life is good, just very good. Like, very good. And anyway, so Justin figures out how to blow up people's heads.
And that was like the turning point.
That was it. We were hanging out crux. Purely as fuck, and the
fulcrum was the special effects.
Exactly. Okay. So the special effects happened, and we did this short called The Janitor, and I played a janitor, and we went and we got a couple of dudes from audio school to come out, and we just blew up their heads, and we're like, dude, the sky's the limit. So we, you know, I mean, as many heads as you can blow up is the limit. So we started writing shorts just so we could blow up people's heads, and did a couple things, blew up the dog's head. You were actually in one of those. Yeah,
that was called Good Help. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
What was the Cause that's really fucking dope. Like that is like, so you did all of this shit.
Right.
You made life decisions.
Right.
You know, over a course of years.
Yeah.
And it all kind of snapped into focus by having a drive to do something and somebody saying, we could be violent. Like that's what brought it together.
Exactly. And what was dope was, you know, I moved here with my brother, and it was something, you know, when I was 18, my family's a military family. They all moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina. I was fucking badass at 18 and didn't give a shit. Didn't want to hear anything, and I'm glad I did it. I never looked back, but fucking I told everybody to fuck you. I'm not going to go. I'm going to do my own thing and hang out here, and Randall and I are going to fucking be rock stars, you know? Dude,
it's crazy. Like, we've done a lot of fly fucking shit in the time that we've known each other.
We have, dude. We've seen the country. We've fucking experienced a bunch of crazy shit. In and outs of, you know, just human relationships.
Right.
Dealing with sexuality and all sorts of other crazy bullshit that happens between four males in a band.
Yeah, all the schism. Yo, remember all the niggas that we've kicked out of the band?
Yeah.
Like, because we were like band leaders. We never officially said it, but it's like we get all the gigs and write all the songs, and niggas live here. So we just by default lead the band. Like, you can't. At the end of the day, I care about it more than you do. Not like I would hold it up against you, but it's like I care more. Like, we used to kick people out like ruthless.
Yeah. My favorite story of kicking somebody out was there was a dude Randall worked with at a restaurant. No name. We're gonna be really polite. So these are just generic stories.
He was old.
Believe this shit happened though. Like, if you're out there like, I just don't know how to get rid of my roommate. Like, I can't. Fuck you.
Tell them how to
figure
it
out. Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
I'm gonna Sean, break it down. How do you make people? How do you stir up that aversion in somebody?
All right, this is how you do it. Especially if they move their shit into your house. So you fucking sit on their shit. In this case, it's a couch. So you sit on their couch. And it works better if they've brought company, you know, especially if it's a real motherfucker situation where the motherfucker was just bringing people over that you don't know, and quite frankly, they barely know, and you're just tired of the shit, so you're sitting on their couch, they bring their friends over, and the best part about the friend is that's the audience. So that's who you're pleasing, okay? That's the target audience right there. Now the victim is your bullshit roommate. So they come home thinking shit's all good. They've got their brand new pal. You know, you're sitting on their couch with their bullshit dog that pisses and shits all over the floor. And you tell them right when they come in, all smiles, get the fuck out. And that's it. That break right there, that's real life. And here's who you watch. Not the person who you told, because they know what the fuck you said. You watch their friend. Because that motherfucker just walked into a situation that they do not want to be in. Like, that's the best part. That's the best part.
See, all right, some of the people, because I agree, that is, oh man, that should be delicious.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
like
it's
when you see a motherfucker's face, just
only
like,
when they earned it, though.
God.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah,
don't go around being a bully.
Yeah, that's wrong.
But
we were bullies.
Yeah,
though.
we were.
But
we brought it back. We did bring it back. We brought it back.
We
for a
did.
second.
We were with the times.
Yeah, like the anti-bullying campaigns are because of me and Randall in 2005 to 2006.
Yeah, like that shit. The anti-bullying thing got really, really big about a year and a half after we started bullying people.
Yeah, it became a nationwide epidemic. We were all over the news, just giving people the face.
Like a lot of what you were saying about the roommate thing.
Yeah,
it's like a lot of people. They say, "Oh man, you don't give a fuck, Randall," and I'm like, I be feeling alone in the world sometimes. But you understand exactly where I'm coming from. Where it's just like, yo, I'm gonna be real about what's going on here. Like, why do people have to like? You don't really romanticize things. Like I've heard multiple people describe you as like stoic. Right. Like why? Why is that?
I think it's because of my dad, honestly. Like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. So my dad's like super quiet, super stoic, but he's fucking hilarious and he loves rock and roll. And then my mom, it's like South Park, dude. It's fucking Stan Marsh, like Randy and fucking Sharon. Like they're just complete opposites, you know. And my mom was just loud country girl, listens to country music, you know, and just talk. So I know how to talk. I know how to talk to people. But what I learned from my dad and what really showed as an adult, because, you know, you get drugs involved, alcohol, sex, all this shit, and you have to be responsible, in my opinion. And that's when the dad shit that you realize just never clicked because you're young and you're rebellious. So you're just bam, bam, bam. I'm making music, playing guitar, you know, fucking bitches, blah, 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 whatever I'm doing.
Living.
Smoking, meh. And then the dad thing came in and it was like, yo, man, you gotta, like, look out for yourself. And it's that Michael Corleone shit where it's just, like, before he goes evil.
Yeah, before he goes
before evil. Before the evil. Before he kills Fredo.
He's, like, so specific with your movies that you would
hate,
you would hate to have
a... Michael Corleone was the bad reference. All right, let's rewind. Deleted. So, Sam Rothstein.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
you get
Sam
Rothstein on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can love people for who they are, even if Ginger's that crazy bitch. She's your crazy bitch. But until she fucks herself over, you know what I mean? Fucking bitches, man. But Sam Rothstein held his shit down, and that's what I like to think about.
I've had some Rothstein moments, son.
And that's my favorite gangster movie too. And I think that says like a lot, like where you're like stoic and blah blah blah. It's like I love that shit because everybody loves Goodfellas. It's like, yo, fuck Goodfellas, fuck Ray Liotta, fuck his face.
He fucked up.
He fucked up. He fucked all those people over, and they were all fucking evil. Like Sam Rothstein was not evil. Sam Rothstein was the most gangster of all of them.
He wasn't a gangster, man.
He was, dude. He was. He had that fucking casino, and then he had that fucking show, and that was like his Twitter account, just like bitches, and that's why Joe Pesci got all mad. Fucking that shit was awesome.
I mean, he might have been the most gangster, but he wasn't a gangster, man.
Yeah, I guess Joe Pesci was the gangster.
That's like saying that, you know, Billy Costigan was a cop. He wasn't a cop, man.
Yeah.
You know?
He was just... No, Nah. I can't stand by this. Billy Costigan wasn't a cop. No, you're right. You're right. He was too damn smart.
Well, yeah, I'm saying he was too smart. He came from all these criminals and shit. And then Mark Wahlberg told him straight up, "You're not a fucking cop," because he's not a cop. He was too good. Look at all the other cops. Was he like them? No. So therefore, those people define what cops are.
Let's see how long we could talk in a Boston accent.
The closest accent I have to Boston is my Crabmeat voice. Some people
We've never been to Boston.
No,
we need to go.
No.
We're talking about
Do
these
we
cities.
need to go?
Yeah, we need to go. We need to go to Beantown.
It sounds scary to me.
It sounds dope. I've never been that far north, man. We're talking about all this shit that we've done living overseas, fucking going to all these cities and shit, seeing the country, living out in Nevada.
Nevada.
But yeah, we gotta go to Boston.
You know what? I should.
That should be the next trip.
Yo, we should go down in Boston. Like, yeah, why not? Like, have you ever been?
No.
I never been.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know shit about Boston.
I don't know, but we should go.
You know what?
And we should be motherfuckers and maybe get our ass kicked just for the Boston story.
I haven't had my ass whooped in a while.
If any of you micks want a piece, I'll be there in 6 months.
You know what? I'm gonna go to Boston and get my ass whooped, and then go to LA and talk about it.
There you go.
Yeah, and they'll be like, damn, how did you even go to Boston? It's like, oh, that's nigga, you don't know shit. Like,
that's why I'm here now.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
You only go one time.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You only get to go to Boston once?
If you end up in LA, you went to Boston once. I believe that shit though. Like, you're an East Coast motherfucker. You're an East Coast motherfucker, so like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you live out in Nevada now, but I'm saying you fucking maybe you won't agree. Maybe you've been West Coasted, but
I'm very West Coast now. Yeah, I'm very East Coast. But
I very much feel that East Coast is the best coast, even though best coast is from California. They can suck it.
I'm not West Coast. I'm Vegas. I'll say
there you go.
that.
Okay, so that's the difference.
Yeah.
So you're Vegas, because some people are like, yo, fuck Vegas, and they're out in LA and all that shit on that bullshit. But I'm saying East Coast, I fucking love it here, man. We got just 95, just boom, 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 boom. Every fucking city you want to go to. I fucking love it out here.
You're lucky for that.
We got beaches. We got bitches, we got mountains, we got all sorts of shit.
So we got a few moments left.
Yeah, man. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything specifically you want to like talk about or like plug for the movie? Because you got a movie.
Yeah.
Like
I do have a movie.
Like
I'm glad we had
finished
a
wrapping my parts
but we
today.
do have a movie.
Yeah, I finished wrapping my parts last night. You still got more stuff to do.
We do.
Working
Just a
your
few more
ass
days.
off.
Big action scenes. Yeah. Dude, all I want to say is I'm excited about it. I think the project took a whole nother life form once it started shooting versus what we had put on paper. And, dude, it was just... I just want to say thank you to everyone involved. Fucking my brother, Justin Ashley, my wife, Lucy, fucking you, Randall, Crabmeat, Thompson.
It's
fucking my
name.
brother-in-law, Nick, like... all these motherfuckers that came out, Chad for fucking throwing down, all these people who have come out and just really helped us make this movie happen. Dude, it's been really, really cool.
I'll make sure I'll link the studio for sure. That way people can see and keep up with the movie.
It's called Homicide McCloud.
Yes.
So that's going to be the name of the movie. It's just Homicide McCloud. So he's coming for you. Randall's going to be out there, badass as fuck. I'm not even going to tell you anything other than just bad.
You got shorts on your YouTube channel,
Yeah,
right?
we do. So we're Born Scared Studios, based out in Atlanta. So, I mean, check us out and fucking follow Randall on this Deadass Podcast. I know I'll be listening on my commute into the city, dude. So I think it's fucking dope. And it's also cool, too, because... we don't get to do this anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
we have to see each other more often and actually collaborate.
I mean, the conversations on
the
phone are always great, but you know what I'm saying? It's been really nice having you out here for the few days and throwing down on a project too.
Yo, y'all been hospitable.
The band stuff is just crazy, and I mean, that was some of the best years of my life, and honestly, just this week between you being here and Nick being here, it felt like a family reunion.
Really
on that shit again, and the same type of energy. And I'm just stoked to have the movie come out this summer, and then hopefully your ass will be out here and we'll do the premiere and shit and make it as bomb-ass as possible.
Hell yeah. Try
to put it on Amazon Video, so be looking for that shit on YouTube or on Amazon. So, Homicide McCloud.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Well, folks, it's been real. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed Sean being here. I hope you enjoyed me. People say, Randall, you talk too much when you have guests. Shut the fuck up. We care about them. We always see you. Cool it, man. So hopefully you got enough words out of his face. I'm going to catch a plane, possibly drink another beer and get some Chick-fil-A because I can't wait 2 weeks for one to open up in Las Vegas that I need to get it right now. So with that being said, I eat ass, niggas. Dead ass.